let me say good morning to one and all once again. Good morning to one and all wherever you are at around the world. Let me say good morning to you and welcome to another edition of a Good Morning Grenada. It's GT with you folks. Yep, I'll be around with you until just around 8 o'clock instead of Good Morning Grenada. Myself and my co-host Gary. Let me see if I could go over to Gary this morning and see what's up with him in his neck of the woods this morning. Hey Gary, how you doing? How you doing, my brother? How are you this morning?
What's going on, my brother?
All is well, all is well, all is well. Yep.
All is well, man. We in the land of the living, man.
Certainly, we are in the land of the living. It's a beautiful morning in the Spice Isle as always. You know, I was just transversing with the listening public out there before we head on over to GBN TV. We're now live via GBN TV and our social media platform.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you folks. Yeah. Seeing that bright shirt there, boy. Yeah, man. Good morning to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I'm sporting a little dress down Wednesday this morning. A little dress down Wednesday.
Hey,
so
man?
It's all good.
Middle of the week.
It's the middle of the week. So what we got in store this morning for the viewing and listening public? We got lots in store, as I mentioned. What's of course. We have lots in store for the viewing and listening public. So, however, let's take that short break, Gary, as we usually do around this time.
Yeah, man.
Take that break, and when we come back, we kick into stuff here. Good morning, Grenada, here on K105 and Hot 98. We're coming right back after the short break. Don't touch it up.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Let's start the new year on a...
So we're back live here on K105, GBN TV, our social media platforms, whether you're viewing us and listening via YouTube or Facebook. Good morning. And don't forget, you can always share the live, share it to friends, family, and just share it. Let folks know what's up and what you're listening to in the morning time. So we're back, Gary, we're back. Let's get set to kick into... Yes, let's get set to kick into, of course, a lineup this morning. We got the word of the day coming up. We got the thought for the day coming up. And don't forget, listeners, you also have an opportunity to... yes, let me get that bit of information for you to win yourself. A souvenir t-shirt, souvenir March 13th t-shirt this morning. I do have another question and sort of answers that you can choose from. A bit of a quiz, and we do that just a little after 7 a.m. this morning. We get back during the second segment, so stick around for
Indeed.
that.
Stick around for that, folks.
Hey, let's get into
the word of the day.
Yes, let's get into the word of the day, and that's a go for you, Gary. Right. Let's go.
The word of the day is kitsch. All right, it's a noun and it's spelled Kitsch. Kitsch is something that appeals to popular or lowbrow state and is often of poor quality. Here is a sentence. Kitsch and tacky but collectible items can be found at the flea market. Kitsch is an early 20th century borrowing from German, and it refers to things in the realm of popular culture that are tacky. Your word of the day, kitsch.
That was the word of the day for you. We're moving on this morning, folks, here on Good Morning Grenada G Squared. Don't forget, folks, you want to chime in anytime, you could always give us a call, 435-2041, or you can send that WhatsApp, 435-2041. Now, let's get into the thought of the day for today. And the thought of the day goes like this. When a small toe is hurting, the whole body spooks down to attention, or should I say stoops down to attend to it. Now, let me take that over for you once again. When a small toe is hurting, the whole body swoops down to attend to it. And that's a little of an African proverb there for you. Of course, I'm going to let Gary expound on that bit of Father of the Day for this morning and see how we could put it into a more perspective there for you. Gary, go right ahead.
Well, the human body is a composite of lessons. Some parts are like the heart. They're relatively small but are indispensable to life. So what that tells me is that you would be small in stature, or could be small in stature, and yet invaluable to a group. Size is not always a true measure of your value. The fact that the heart is hidden also means that the people whom we see on the world stage are not necessarily the greatest. Of course, there are countless other lessons, but the lesson which I believe stands out is about unity. When there is work to be done, they coordinate and commit and get it done. The parts of the body care for one another. You see, unity is not just working together. Unity involves caring for each other. We can do the same work and not be united in spirit. Love is the key element in unity. There can be no unity without love. In the body, when one part suffers, the whole body automatically suffers as well. All right. Just wanted to expand on that just a little bit. May that be a guiding thought for the day.
A great way of summarizing that Father of the Day for today. You know, it could be just the small toe, but the whole body feels it. You understand?
Definitely.
Someone could be, if you want to even summarize it even more, someone could be less in status in the world, but somehow that little less of a status could affect a whole lot. You understand? Simple way of saying that. We're moving on, folks. Get set for a health tip this morning as we move through here on Good Morning Grenada. And our health tip come to you compliments Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. Let's see what the health tip say for today, Gary. Let's go through it this morning. The health tip for today.
Eat fiber, man.
Yeah.
Eat fiber to feel better.
Simple as that? Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that. Much of what we eat is converted to blood sugar. Your cells use blood sugar for energy to keep a stable mood. So you want to maintain your body sugar levels as best as you possibly can. And you can do that by eating foods that are low to digest or slow to digest. And that will help you to do that. All right. Foods that are high in fiber, such as beans, oats, brown rice, apples, and other fruits and vegetables are great examples. High fiber foods are also an important staple of a healthy diet. So that feel good feeling you get after eating a meal, or you would like to get after eating a meal, consume foods that are rich in fiber.
All right, so folks, that was your health tip there this morning. Once again, as mentioned before, came to you compliments Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business.
It's our business.
Yes, let's get into our Did You Know segment this morning. And for those of you, Did You Know segment is always an interesting Did You Know segment. Sometimes you do these things and you never know what they really feel about it or how the folks feel about it. Now, did you know that some common hand gestures are offensive in other countries? You didn't know that, right? Now, the common devil's horn hand sign seems thrown up at rock concerts can be offensive in other countries. In Europe and South Africa, countries that this hand sign implies that a man's wife has been unfaithful. And the meaning dates back to the empathology meaning of is it a crackle, which is in common terms we use these days is called a horn in Italian, Spanish, and Greek. So sometimes we've been throwing up signs, Gary, and we don't really know the meaning of it. If you didn't know, now you know. There are folks who probably been doing that always feel that it's cool. You understand? It's cool to straight up that hand side. And
well,
you feel
what that tells me is that you know when somebody says you got a horn, you're getting on. You understand? We've been saying this and not knowing that this meaning is tied into what we've just spoken about.
Yeah.
When someone gets a horn, and you say, boy, that person getting on.
That person getting on.
So we don't know that word and that expression dates far back to the devil horns and what it means. You know, that African or that cultural tradition was passed on, and we probably say these things without even knowing that. Hey boy, you're getting on. It's not just a horn and a cow or anything like that, is it?
So imagine imagine you in some of these countries, you're standing next to someone, and imagine you're standing in those countries where this particular hand sign is offensive, and you put up that hand sign next to them, and the gentleman feeling worried there right now, knowing what it actually means in their neck of the woods. I mean,
tell me I'm getting horn, son.
Being part of our culture down here, we never really put the emphasis into that, because we just, we are kind of an absorbing society. We just pick up things and we just follow through in it, not actually knowing the real meaning of it. You understand? And that could be a problem. But we always here to educate folks, let them know stuff. So if you never know, now you know.
Now you know.
Be careful with that hand sign, babe. Yeah, I guess folks ain't gonna be using it no more. Anyway, hey, we're moving on, folks. Hey, if you didn't know, now you know. Let's get set as we move along this morning. Time permits, Gary, we could actually get into the riddle of the day for today. And the riddle will come to you compliments of folks at the Sleepy Diapers. All natural, all organic for your baby's total comfort and the protection. Sleepy Diapers, always for better. Hey, what's our riddle for the day, Gary? What's our riddle for the day?
I can be cracked. I can be played. I can be told. I can be made. What am I?
What am I?
Simple riddle this morning.
Simple riddle.
I can be cracked. I can be played. I can be told. I can be made.
What am I? Well, folks, you have the option of sending us the answer to that riddle. Yes, all you have to do is send it via our WhatsApp number. That's 435-2041. Or you can call in when we do get to that segment where we request the answer for the riddle. 435-2041. Do that. Hey, we're moving on, folks. It's Good Morning Grenada. Time check for you. Compliments of Grace Food. It's 15 minutes moving out before 7 o'clock. And it's time for the AM edition of news here on Good Morning Grenada via, of course, K105 and Hot 98. A rebroadcast of last evening's news on the GBN TV. The news is next here on K105.
Workers at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation spent part of Tuesday morning protesting what they call an insult to their request for salary increase. But the matter got a little tense when a police officer was called to the scene. Chrislina John has tonight's top story.
Police were called in on protesting workers at the GIDC on Tuesday, which PWU President Brian Grimes views as an attempt to intimidate workers on the picket line.
We received a phone call stating that approximately at 11 a.m., the workers at the GIDC and the shop steward in particular were questioned by police. Two officers came to them, uniform officers, asking to speak to the workers there, basically. See, this is of deep, deep concern to the Grenada Public Workers Union. The management of the GIDC has denied calling in the police, alleging that somebody from the police force must have seen and just came to inquire.
The employees staged a 1-hour silent protest Tuesday morning, saying they feel insulted as after years of service to the organization, they were offered 0% increase to their salaries for the period 2019 to 2021. 8 permanent staff members were supported by bargaining agent, the Public Workers Union, whose president, Brian Grimes, says it is unfair to the workers.
We have workers here, 8 workers basically that this union represents, with a high level of skill, industrial specialists, training specialists, business development officers. It goes across the board. And they are operating, as we speak, on 2018 salary. All efforts by the union to try and come to a fair conclusion with salary negotiations have come to naught. Hence the reason we are out here today. They have offered the workers at GIDC 0% for 2019. They have offered for 2020 0%, and they have offered for 2021 a whopping 0%. This is an insult to the tremendous work that these workers are doing for this country.
Adding insult to injury, Grimes says these workers have held up the mantle throughout the pandemic, while public officers were privileged to salary increases.
During the December period, when the Minister of Finance spoke about bonuses and what statutory bodies ought to do and let us, do things to assist our people to fight inflation, they did not receive one red cent. So all around, they are just being disrespected, and we are here today on the 37th anniversary of the GIDC to demonstrate which is the most important resource, the human resource. This is what we should invest in. We are calling on the government, we are calling on the board of directors, we are calling on the management, we are calling on all parties involved to right this wrong so that we can go forward. They deserve much better than they are being offered.
This action, Grimes says, will continue for 1 hour daily, and if there is no resolve to the matter, industrial action will escalate. However, this depends solely on the response of the paid negotiator, the board, or the management of the GIDC. When contacted on Tuesday, GBN was told by the Corporate Secretary Sharon Gilchrist that Chief Executive Officer at the GIDC, Ronald Theodore, was in a management meeting and would have him return a call to our news desk. Up to news time, no return call was received. Chrislina John, GBN News.
As the world watches the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, local authorities have given the assurance that there are no Grenadian students in the heart of the deadly battle. However, they are keeping watchful eyes on the situation in the event students in nearby countries may need assistance from their homeland. We get more in this report from Rena Perry-Thomas.
The Ministry of Education has confirmed that there are no Grenadian students in Ukraine currently. However, with 5 nationals studying in nearby countries, including Russia, they are prepared to evacuate the students if needs be. According to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Norman Gilbert, the 5 students are not directly affected by the invasion and they are doing fine. He says the students have been in contact with the ministry and Grenada's ambassador to Russia and Ukraine, along with family and friends in Grenada who are keeping them up to date on their status.
As a ministry, we have been able to touch base with all the students who are in that zone. We have 3 students who are in Romania. We have been able to communicate to them. They're all safe. At this time, there is no threat to their current operation, nor their school, nor where they live, nor to anything that surrounds the area that they are currently in. We also have 2 students who have been awarded scholarship to Russia. Both students are also safe and not in any threat in any way. And we have also been able to touch base with both students. And I want to indicate here that those students who are awarded scholarships to Russia are in no physical danger. They are not in any physical space where there is anything that can endanger them.
Almost a week ago, Russia launched a devastating attack on Ukraine, bombing city centers and closing in on the capital, prompting a mass exodus of refugees. P.S. Gilbert explains that though the students are not in danger, if there is any need to bring them home, the ministry can organize flights to get them to safety.
So we believe that there's any need for the students to be relocated, we would be able to receive the support of the embassies there. Of course, we don't obviously have to give some level of thought to the flight situation, as you would very well imagine that there are a number of countries that have ceased flights in that region. And so if indeed the students have to come home, whilst we may be limited by flights, we are certain that the embassies are going to do what is best to ensure that the students are safe until such time that they can return at home.
For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
The safety of the workers on the St. Johns River flood mitigation project was being compromised by some motorists, leading to swift action by the Ministry of Infrastructure to implement safety mechanisms along the roadway for the duration of the project. But a government minister is cautioning that speed bumps may become permanent. We get the details in this Beverly Telesford report.
The 5 speed bumps recently erected along the River Road main road have been put in place to slow down the speed of traffic while work on the St. Johns River flood mitigation project progresses, but they could become permanent fixtures, according to one government minister. Many were eager for the reopening of the road after its abrupt closure on January 5th to facilitate work on the portion of the road that was caving in. On February 17th, the anticipation was met with the 5 speed bumps, which are laid in relatively quick succession. The reason for implementing the traffic calming obstacles was detailed by Infrastructure Minister Nolan Cox on Tuesday.
We were informed that there was an incident where a bus ran into one of the workers at the River Road area. After lengthy discussion with the police officer, the police, traffic, and the contractor, it was advised that some temporary speed bumps be installed to slow the traffic down, to ensure the safety of the workers who are implementing the St. Johns River project. So that is what really spiked the installation of those speed bumps.
Senator Cox appealed to motorists to exercise caution along the area.
We continue to appeal to traffic users to slow down. It's a work site, it's an active work site, and we are trying our best to ensure that we try to minimize inconvenience and interruptions of the traffic while work is ongoing. We know there are other commercial businesses within the area, so it's important for us to have traffic so as not to impede the business in any negative way. But at the same time, we expect persons who use the roadway to slow down.
The infrastructure minister said the current speed bumps are temporary. However, the possibility exists for speed bumps to be permanently erected along the area after the project is completed.
I cannot say that there would not be speed bumps going thereafter. Those speed bumps are normally requested by community members. So if there are any speed bumps that will be installed permanently after the project is completed, it will be because of a request by community members, or if traffic department deem it necessary to do so. But as it stands right now, those speed bumps are temporary.
The St. Johns River flood mitigation project is expected to be completed by next month. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
And finally, in the first segment of news, the 33rd intersessional meeting of the Conference of CARICOM Heads of Government started in Belize on Tuesday and is being held face-to-face for the first time since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Issues ranging from vaccine hesitancy, fallouts from the pandemic, recovery to climate change, and regional integration are scheduled to be discussed during the 2-day conference. Gerard Joseph has this report.
Dr. Carla Barnett, CARICOM Secretary General, addressing her first CARICOM Heads of Government meeting since taking up office, says the region must make the Caribbean single market and economy work for member countries. The Secretary General notes that this is vital in order to build back better from the social and economic damage of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Let us set a target to lift intra-regional trade out of the doldrums of 16 to 18% of our total trade into 25% by 2025. This can be fueled in large measure by the agricultural sector. The proposals put forward to this meeting by the Special Ministerial Task Force on Agriculture are worthy of favorable consideration.
Dr. Barnett impresses that as developed countries recover, the time is ripe for the Caribbean region to act upon proposals for joint marketing of their tourism product.
The Caribbean still remains a preferred destination, and within our member states there is a variety of attractions from the traditional to the niche markets to satisfy a broad spectrum of visitors.
The Regional Digital Development Strategy and the roadmap to a single ICT space, the CARICOM Secretary General says, must now be implemented. John Briceño, Prime Minister of Belize and Chairman of CARICOM, noting the issues of climate change, mitigation and other unprecedented challenges, says these are being exacerbated by the ongoing situation in Europe.
The global unraveling is occurring against the backdrop of what appears to be a new Cold War. As we meet Russia has invaded Ukraine. This is a flagrant violation of international law. We condemn it in the strongest terms, this unjustified invasion. There must be an immediate cessation of hostilities and immediate and unilateral withdrawal of all Russian troops from Ukraine.
Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Kit Mitchell, is expected to brief CARICOM heads on impending reduction in roaming rates during the two-day intersessional meeting. I am Gerald Joseph for GBN News.
This is Primetime Edition of News. Coming up, $18 million reconstruction of Sea Moon Cultural Center expected to start this year. That story and more next.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Deficit in the region needs to be addressed, suggests Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley as she addressed party supporters during the NNP convention on Sunday. Gerald Joseph has the details.
One of the reasons the Caribbean continues to perform poor economically is because there are not enough people within regional workforces to produce goods and services. Those were the words of Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley as she highlighted that the region does not have the numbers to sustain the quality of life. Prime Minister Mottley used her home country as a prime example.
The reality is that we found out that we simply had not been replacing our fertility rate, and that Had we since 1980 been doing what we were supposed to do, our population would be 80 to 100,000 people more today than it is now. Worse than that in 12 to 13 years' time, our labor force will be smaller than it is today.
The Barbadian leader believes the situation is almost the same in every CARICOM member state where there are population density imbalances.
I would like to suggest, Prime Minister Mitchell and others, that I believe the time has come for a regional commission to look at the issue of population within the Caribbean community.
The Barbados Prime Minister reckoned Africa as the continent to follow, with the capacity to fuel growth like no other in the world.
In a way that if it follows the example of us and the European Union with the African Free Trade Area and the common market that they're trying to create within Africa, then they are going to be in a position to be a force to reckon with globally, because the continent's population is 1.4 billion. 1.4 billion people.
She noted CARICOM's decision to ally with the African Union can play a crucial role in removing the Middle Passage in terms of travel and integration restrictions. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Infrastructural work on the St. George's Vendors Market is almost at the end of the third phase, as measures are put in place to ensure users of the facility stay safe during the ongoing global health pandemic. More in this report from Rena Pear-Thomas.
Over 60 vegetable stands have been constructed as construction work continues at the St. George's Vendors Market Square. According to Minister of Infrastructure Development and Implementation, Nolan Cox, the majority of work on the third phase of the project should be completed in a month or two. The market has been under renovation since last November to enhance its setting and support compliance with the sanitization requirements of the COVID-19 protocol.
We are doing some upgrade works there. We have initially completed the first set of what we call stands. There were 60 stalls completed. We about 95% complete with the washroom upgrade, and we're hoping to complete the washroom in the next 2 weeks. And then we have another 32 stands that are being constructed right now and should be completed within a month's time.
The entire project is estimated at a cost of over $900,000, with an aim to bring a level of comfort to vendors who use the facility to make a living. The minister says his ministry is working steadfastly to have vendors return to the market in a much more organized and comfortable environment.
So we are very hopeful that within a month's time, the major works at the St. George Vendors Market should be completed, and we will see the vendors coming back in. That is another activity that we have to look at as we do, as the booths are somewhat oversubscribed. So that is something that we're working closely with all stakeholders to ensure that we make the best decision in terms of accommodating persons as they come back into the market. We are very, very much looking forward to that.
Minister Cox was speaking on Government's weekly post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
Get ready for a season of Grooving Smooth and Live on GBN. Grooving Smooth and Live is a 1-hour performance gig every Thursday from 8 p.m. featuring performances from our local musicians and short interviews discussing all things musical. Every Thursday, a different musician and a different instrument will be featured, from the violin to the saxophone to the trumpet, guitar, and steel pan. Our local musicians playing, improvising, and educating us on all genres of music. Join GBN with host musicians Matthias and Shireen and a special guest every Thursday at 8 p.m. It's Grooving Smooth and Live on GBN.
So we back inside. It's Good Morning Grenada. It's G Squared. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Those of you who are viewing via GBN TV, good morning. Those of you via our social media page, good morning. Whether it's YouTube or Facebook, don't forget to share the live. Let's go over to my bro Gary this morning and say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey, we back.
What's going on?
I'm all right. We're back. He come this morning. Didn't get to play the weather forecast this morning for some reason or the other. And apology for that. And so those of you who are eagerly anticipating, there are folks who always anticipate, want to know what it's like to be weather-wise out there. Apology for that this morning. Was unable to carry that for you. But Gary, we got loads more to throw to the viewing and listening public out there this morning. Expect some cruise ships coming in port today. We have approximately how many? 1, 2. Today being the second, we have 2 of them in today. And looking for the Azura will be with us today. Should be already be in port. Came in just around 7 a.m. this morning. Going to stick around till about 6 p.m. with a capacity of 3,100 passengers on board, with a crew of 1,250. Also expect the Mont d'Aville. Hope I'm getting the pronunciation for that particular cruise ship in there. One of the small ones though, and that one expected just around 8 a.m. this morning. Going to stick around till about 7:30 p.m. later on this evening, and with a capacity of 184 passengers on board and a crew of 118. So that's expect those 2 cruise ship with us today.
Yeah, man.
Moving on, hey Gary, folks,
go secure your bag, man.
Yeah,
all the vendors and those who make some money off the cruise ships, man.
Yeah, so the tour guys, etc.
I'm assuming the vaccination situation still exists
at the
cruise ship terminal.
At the Esplanade Mall part of it.
So remember that if you're not vaccinated, you can't go in the people place.
Well, right? I guess pretty soon there's gonna be an ease in that, man. Pretty soon.
As we see happening throughout the world.
Yeah, there's that easement that is slowly but surely gonna get there where things get back to a level of normalcy. Yeah. Pretty soon we're gonna have that, man.
We got our sights and sounds of Carriacou. Let's take a quick look and listen at that. Of course, Carriacou just came off their carnival, and boy, I tell you, they probably still needing some rest right about now. Employers, please be a little bit understanding with folks entering into the workplace today, pretty much dragging their feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but after the last couple of days of all the revelry and good times they had, they're going to need a little time to detox for some reason. Yeah, they're going to need that. So pretty soon, I guess Master Control are going to throw that up shortly so the viewing public can have a look at what this was like yesterday. And they have more of the traditional mass and so forth and taking place on the streets of Carriacou.
Yeah. We got Marshall Montano. We're going to touch a bit later. He did something really big, really grand, not just for his career, but for soca music and Caribbean on a whole. So while Carnival was somewhat low, Marshall was on a high in India.
Yeah.
All right. He's on a spiritual journey that took him all the way to India. Of course, he's got roots in India. His wife and her ancestors are from India, so he's connecting on that basis, and he's also on a spiritual journey through the Hindu religion. So we're going to touch that a bit later on.
All right. So we're moving on. Just a quick note there for Gary, and I think this bit of information is important per se. Just had a peep at it. The launch of the derelict vehicle cleanup campaign, Gary. We see that happening around a lot, where a lot of those derelict vehicles.
Grenada should be the capital for derelict vehicles parked on the side of the road. Man, we the capital.
So they're actually going to be the launch of that today, and so they invited the media and so forth to come out. So folks, I guess you could tune into GBN. We're probably going to be carrying that somewhere, or you could tune into our social media page and see listen up. And, yeah, it will be facilitated by Superintendent Randy Canard, of course, in charge of the traffic department. All the regular police force, and other folks are going to be there, and you can probably tune in because that's becoming a problem, Gary. It's becoming. We see people just
Well, people holding on to them vehicles for sentimental reasons.
I don't know. I know of a particular vehicle that is parked by the road for the last 15 years. That's no joke.
No.
The last 15 years it's just been parked there, and nothing is done about it. I have seen the Ministry of Health put some stickers in it a couple of days. They put that stickers telling you when you have to move it, and it seemed like the individuals paid no heed to that.
Tell them come up, they just put some stickers up in Lamu.
It just didn't bother with that. So I hope that campaign coming up, we're going to see, of course, some stringent measures put in place where the authorities said they're going to move in and it's going to be a cost to you, the owner. You understand?
Oh, really?
I'm just saying my thing. You understand?
Oh, really?
It should be a cost to the owner. They move your vehicle. Understand? It going to cost you for moving it. So looking for a bill. And I'm seeing a lot of folks via social media chiming in on that and applauding whoever's going to put this system together. You know, they applauded that. They're saying it's a good. You know, I'm telling you guys, 15 years this vehicle.
It's a sight for sore eyes, man. It's a sight for sore eyes. Vehicles have become derelict vehicles on the side of roads have become a landmark. Drive up by and you will see an old vehicle park up in the corner there, brown old vehicle.
Some folks just don't want to get rid of it.
Feet up after that way you'll find me.
They just don't want to get rid of it. I just said, it's something they want to hold on to, man. I love this car. Even though I'm not driving it anymore, I want to be there. It's like a monument for them per se. You know that? Boy.
We got the sights and sounds of Carriacou lined up?
No, I haven't seen it pop up as yet, but yes, Master Control has just shown it up. And we have, of course, a still picture of us going on inside of Carriacou. That was actually the Juve part of it.
That was the Juve. We have a few other stuff a little bit later on.
All right, man. So let's move on. It's Good Morning for Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 G Squared. Hey Gary, let me see. I see a couple of folks have joined in already pertaining to what I'm seeing. The Juve part of it is still in movements there.
Yeah, man. You see how much people you see there, man?
Yeah.
The real people.
Yeah.
I see social distancing. Although that mandate has been dropped, but it's all good.
Yeah.
But you see the partying and having a good time, branch and tree in the air, people jumping up having a good time. That is Carriacou for you, boy.
Let's wait a week or two.
That street look like Sotes, boy, and Juve morning, boy.
Let's wait a week or two from now and see if we hear anything. I ain't to say much, but let's see if we hear anything. In a week or two from now. And then we know how Spice Bass will turn out to be, man. All right? So let's wait and see.
Let the people have a good time. We patiently awaiting the update of the COVID-19. Well, thank you very much, Master Control, for that footage there. But yeah, man, I tell you, nice vibes. Jab for so.
Boy. Anyway, Gary, let's. I've seen a couple of folks have chime in this morning pertaining to the the riddle. Let's see if we can throw that out quick, and then we come in with a quiz after this, just a wee bit. Let's see who have chimed in with the answer. I'm seeing someone saying child or children, child. Who else is chiming in on this morning? Someone is saying what is it somebody is saying? Somebody else is saying a group of people. So what is the correct answer there, Gary?
All you're wrong. You all keep trying. We're going to come back with the answer a little bit later. All you're wrong.
Yeah, everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong. Everybody wrong this morning. I didn't expect that one to be so tough.
I can be cracked. I can be played. I can be told. I can be made. Think about it. I can be cracked. I can be played. I can be told. I can be made. What am I?
We coming back with that short. We ought to come back at it. Seemed like I didn't realize that was going to be such a tough one, though.
Yeah.
I'm seeing somebody throwing in a last minute answer there, Gary. But you think we're going to take it now, or we hold on?
Yeah, man. If they have the right
one, an individual is saying, not giving their name, but they're saying a joke.
That is absolutely correct. There you go. I know that individual Googled that answer, but it's all good. It's still correct.
Yes, a joke. And whoever said that is so correct. A joke. That is so correct. That is so correct. So congratulations to you, individual. And should I individual?
Sorry, have a prize. Give you a prize, but it is what it is.
I was an individual. I was thinking when I'm seeing they're typing something, so probably they're going to say I know that. They're going to jump in front and say they knew that, right? They knew that. Anyway, let's get it set for our quiz segment this morning. And as mentioned, we're getting set to for the 43rd anniversary of March 13th. Yesterday, we had one winner yesterday. And let's get set for our second question this morning. And let's see if we can get a winner. And the question for this morning goes like this. Name 2 processing plants established during the year of agriculture and agro-industry. All right. Let me repeat the question once again. Name 2 processing plants established during the year of agriculture and agro-processing. All right. And I have 3 answers, and think about which of the 3 is correct. The coffee processing plant out in Telescope. That's answer 1. Answer 2, the agro-industry plant down in Chublu, which was produce jelly and other condiments. And 3, the fish processing plant in Chublu. And that's the 3 answers. Don't forget, you could always call. That the number is 435-2041. You could also send the answer via WhatsApp if you think you know the answer to the question I just not being part of the quiz. And let's see if we get a call this morning. Hope we get a winner. Gary, you know the answer to that, to those questions, man? To that question per se?
Not definitively.
Yeah.
But I can make a guess like everyone else out there, but it's not my guess to make.
It's not your guess to make this morning. Let me see who have the correct answer this morning. 435. I got a caller coming in. Let's take that caller. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
All right. Tell me the answer if you know it.
An agro-industrial plant?
No. So the question goes like this: Name 2 processing plants established during the year of agriculture and agro-industries. Tell me.
Caribbean agro-industrial plant.
No, you're not correct. Okay. All right. So that was Gary.
Go finish, man.
Anyway, so I gave three answers. Let me repeat them again. And I see another caller coming in. The caller probably has the answers because I have the answer before me. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Yeah, tell me.
Agro-processing plant in Chublu and the fish processing plant in Chublu.
All right. So the correct answer should be any. That should be any of the 2 of the 3. In the answer that I gave. All right, so you are correct, caller. Caller, you want to give a first name, or you want to, if you know GBN's WhatsApp number, you could always send your name and so forth there. I'll chat with you there. All right.
Okay, I'll send it there.
No problem, my dear. Have a good morning. So Gary, that caller there is correct. I gave 3 answers, so any of the 2 would have been correct. All right. Whether it's the agro industries plant down in Chublu, which produces jelly or commodities, the fish and processing plant in Chublu, any of the 2 would have been correct, and the 2 of the 3. You understand?
Congratulations.
That correct. So, congratulations to the winner this morning.
We'd love to get back to them days, right? Where we produce.
Seems I've lost your audio there a wee bit, Gary. Not sure what's wrong, but I sort of lost your audio there a wee bit. You're probably touching those extra buttons there as usual. So we're moving on here on. Good morning, Grenada.
Yeah, man.
GTN.
I'm here, GT.
Gary, as usual, taking you through this morning on Good Morning Grenada, and that of course was the answer there. All right, and Gary, you with me this morning? Some reason I feel somehow lost an audio feed from you.
Nah, man, I'm here, man.
I'm not sure what's happening, but I have lost your audio feed, so let's move on.
I'm here.
So let's get into set and run into the birthday list this morning, and when we come back, we got much more to try for you this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Let's get into the birthday list. Good morning to those of you celebrating. Good morning. And happy birthday. Greetings going out to Delron John of Dunfermline. Celebrating today. Delron is actually 13 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday to you, Delron. Michelle Simon of Adelphi. Michelle, how are you? Happy birthday. What about Flora Bartholomew, also known as Tanty Flo of Rose Hill, St. Patrick, good morning and happy birthday. Terry Smith of Marion and St. George, good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning and happy birthday going on to Kenroy Charles of Balthazar in St. Andrew. Good morning to Kenroy. Happy birthday to you. What about Teresa John of Joseph? Let me get that right. Teresa Joseph of Mungay. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Also saying good morning and happy birthday going out to Kishawn Frame of Pearls. Good morning and happy birthday. What about Valen Francois of Paradise? Good morning to Valen. He's actually driving up the bus. Is it Showers, right? Flying the Granville to Simoon route. Good morning to you, man, and happy birthday. birthday. Edon Gordon of Paradise. Good morning to Edon. How you doing this morning? Actually resides in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Cade Patterson of Hermitage St. Patrick. Celebrating also. What about Kelson Gordon, also known as Zaka of Rose Hill? Good morning, man. Happy birthday to you. Esther Alexander of Chantamel. Good morning. Happy birthday from your mom, Rolda. And Auntie Mona David is wishing you a happy birthday also. Let's say good morning to Nurse Melaine Drakes of River Sally. Good morning and happy birthday to you. All the best on your birthday today. Anaya Hilaire of Tivoli. Good morning. 9 years old today, little Anaya. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Bernadette Joseph. Yes, also known as Sister Byrne of Tiba in St. David's. Good morning, happy birthday. What about Lydia Moore of Willis? Good morning and happy birthday. Kinder Matthews of Subi's House and Scheme. Good morning to you and happy birthday. What about Amanda Francis Mason of Grove Estate? Good morning and happy birthday. All the best. What about Jillian Robertson of Gore? Good morning to Jillian. How are you doing this morning? All the best on your birthday. Natasha Langdon Lambert. Let me get the name right once again. Natasha Longdon Lambert of Upper Capital. Good morning and happy birthday. Now she resides actually in the Marquee area. Her mom and her husband and children is wishing her a happy birthday. Nicole Buka of Dunfermline. Good morning. Yeah, all the best on your birthday today from members of the family, especially your mom. She's wishing you a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Joyce Whiteman. Yes, how you doing this morning? Happy birthday. Greetings going out to her this morning from her husband, children. Wishing her a happy birthday. Kamaya Sylvester Reason of Grand Bra. Good morning and happy birthday also. Let's say good morning to Dean Alexander of Bongo Road in Guelph. Greetings going out to him this morning from his mom, Ellis, his dear friend, Luann, and other members of the family. Lorna McPhail of St. John. Good morning, happy birthday. What about Eden Mitchell celebrating today? Good morning. 12 years old today. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Annie Lorraine. Yes, Lorraine. I hope I'm getting your name right of Post Royal. Good morning and happy birthday to you. All the best from members of the family. Ms. Phyllis Dragon is wishing you a happy birthday today. Jean Gooden of Tempe. Good morning to Jean. Special greetings going out to you this morning from Sarana. And Mikkel, is it Sarah? My apologies. Sarah and Mikkel wishing you a happy birthday. I have a police officer on my list this morning, Edwin Ramdeen of Montcamel. Good morning and happy birthday. Gloria John Purcell of Grandance. Good morning, happy birthday. What about Verna Blacklet of the Cocoa that's inside of Paradise? Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to him this morning as Vernon, from his wife Irene, his children, and all the other members of the family. Don't forget his great and great grands also. Wishing him a happy birthday. Martin Fraser, who's in the UK. Good morning to you, sir. Happy birthday to you from members of your family here in the Spice Isle, especially your mom, Corona. Yeah. Let's say good morning to Police Officer Glenroy Lewis of Grand Dance House and Scheme. Good morning to you, sir. Your wife, that's Evelyn, your children, all wishing you a happy birthday. And I have a couple on my list this morning. And this couple is celebrating their 6th wedding anniversary. That's Garfield and Michelle Thomas. John of Waltham and St. Mark. Garfield is currently in the US, but he's celebrating his birthday today. All the best, sir, on your birthday. Let me say good morning to and happy birthday going out to Winisha Gay of Montu. Special greetings going out to this morning from her mom. That's Wendy Linton. They wishing her a happy birthday. Who else is on my list this morning? Quickly as we move through the list of celebrants this morning. And who else? I think that's it for the list this morning here this morning for birthday celebrants. If I miss any, I will try to pop it in. And I think I'm seeing one just coming. Let me do this one really quick. Let's say good morning and happy birthday to Kelisha Gibbs. Good morning. Actually now resides in the Pedmata area in St. David's. Good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out to her this morning. Greetings going out to her this morning from her mom. Wishing her a happy birthday, all right? She's wishing you God's love and grace throughout your life, all right? Yeah, that's it for the birthday list this morning, Gary. We're certainly back. I hope we got your audio feedback and running this morning. Are you back with me?
Are you back with me?
Still a loss of a bit for your audio. So let's take a short break, and when we come back after the break, we're certainly going to see if we could have that problem rectified with Gary and his audio for a wee bit. And as soon as we had that taken care of. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 and Hot 98. We're coming right back after the short break, folks. Don't touch your dial. We're coming right back.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches, and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Yes, we'll be back. We're back here on Good Morning Grenada once again. Good morning to our viewers via GBN TV, our listeners, of course, via Hot 98, and those of you listening via social media pages, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. Let's go over to Gary. Well, see, Gary still have a break taking place on his side. Not sure what happened a while ago in terms of not hearing him, but I think that has been rectified there just a wee bit. So we're back up and running. It's Good Morning Grenada. Hey, bro, you're back with me this morning. I'm not sure what happened there a while ago. I'm not sure what happened a while ago because I was told that everybody's hearing you, but I wasn't hearing you in studio. But I think that has been rectified now. But we're good to go. We are good to go. So I was thinking,
you're ready for me now?
Yeah, I'm ready for you now. I'm not sure what happened a while ago, but hey. You know, sometimes those are little hiccups. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe it was my bad on my end. For some reason or the other. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on this morning. We just wrapped up the birthday list, and what direction we throwing in inside this now when chums up in for the throw to the folks this morning?
Let's take a look at Marshall, because I think that is very important. Timon has got that ready for me, so we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to look at Marshall Montano and how he has really catapulted soca music far beyond the seas on the and the bridges of the region. You understand? So we're going to let Master Control plug this one in.
All right, let's see what's up with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marshall Montano, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. You might know it as the West Indies. And this music, you know the West Indies. I want to say thank you to Sadhguru, to Isha, and to India for welcoming me from the Caribbean to Mahashivratri. Make some noise. This music I'm doing is called soca music. It means the soul of Calypso. It was created by a legendary musician and singer by the name of Ras Shorty I. And he made this soca music by collaborating African rhythm with Indian rhythm. He took the dulak and he put it on the bass like this. So you just have to dance. I want to bring a friend of mine on stage. We created a song for the Save Soil movement. She is actually the daughter of the creator of soca music. And we're going to do a Save Soil song for the first time. We have not sung this anywhere in the world. So this is a world premiere at Mahashivratri. The name of the song is called Touch the Ground. Please welcome Marge Blackman on stage. You're going to have to sing to this one, but let's dance 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody. Whoa, yo, yo, yo. Na, 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 roots underground. Oh yeah. From the earth, if you listen, you can hear there's a sound. Oh yeah. And it moves me. Yes, it shakes me to my core. What a feeling. It's a blessing, I am sure. Touch the ground. Don't you know this is where? Everybody jump. Dance to the feeling. From the soil is a healing. Dance to the feeling. From the soil. I want to hear you sing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, yeah. Na na na. Oh yeah. When we treat the earth, we destroy our home. Oh yeah. And without a home, what will we have to call our own? Oh. So join with us now. Let us dance to make a change. Every movement is a move to rearrange. Touch the ground. Yeah. Don't you know this is where? Are you ready to sing? Oh yeah. Come on.
So we're back. I felt a feeling listening to Marshall, especially the part where he was actually, talking to how the start of soca music, how it actually came about, the creator, the meshing of the Indian beat and so forth. That was a good feeling.
I'm proud of Marshall.
Yeah.
The man has changed.
Yeah.
Now you're on the spiritual journey. You notice that all the songs he's singing is of a positive, high frequency vibration level.
Yep.
That's where he's at right about now in his personal life. And since he's married to just over a year now, second marriage, I believe. Things the man changed.
Yeah, he's on a different, he's on a higher frequency as one of the songs he has said, and it was great. It's great. You see all those Indians trying to dance, he's okay. You see that?
Yeah, well, of course he's got his wife to teach him the moves. So he can't possibly get it wrong. How could you get it wrong?
I know, but I was actually looking at the audience per se, and you saw those Indians trying to get the actual feel. You understand? Even though there's a similarity in beats of their music and and the African beat per se, you could see they were trying to get the feeling, and that was a good feel. That was a good feel. Man.
Well, Grenada Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell, is leading our country and our delegation to the 33rd inter-seasonal meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community. Dr. Mitchell, our Prime Minister, is accompanied by Grenada's ambassador to the CARICOM, His Excellency Harley Gill, Press Secretary Philomena Robinson, and he's expected, Dr. Mitchell, to brief his colleague heads on the impending reduction in roaming rates following the signing and the signing of the Declaration of St. George's with representatives of digital and cable and wireless communications last week. All right, now the Honorable Gregory Bowen will serve as acting Prime Minister in Dr. Mitchell's absence. So this is the latest right now. So as of now, Gregory Bowen is our Prime Minister.
Acting Prime Minister right now.
All right.
So we're moving on here, folks. It's Good Morning Grenada. Now, Grenada, pay attention to the global game of chess. Tell us about that, Gary. If you may, tell us about that.
The global game of chess?
Yeah.
What do I know about chess?
I don't know. I'm saying this in Grenada pays attention to the global game of chess. You understand?
No. What we're talking about is the legalization and the money and the profit and the.
Well, I understand. So I understand where it's coming from, but I just gave you that bit of a headline
there. You caught me off guard there because I wasn't following the program. But as it is right about now, Forbes have reported that since cannabis was legalized, the recreational use of cannabis in 2018. 2015, the industry has contributed $43.5 billion to its national GDP and created 98,000 jobs. So what we are saying here is that Grenada, pay attention, because the global game of chess,
it's a global game of
we
chess.
are always in the back playing catch up after the giants have conned the market. And I took that from YouTube or Facebook profile pretty much, and I think they have captured that in brilliance, really and truly. Where we at right about now as far as the legalization of cannabis is concerned, we are continuing to demagogue over the issue while we are losing our place in society as far as the legalization of cannabis is concerned.
I understand that totally. I mean, Canada, different landmass, different amount of people. You know, I heard the Prime Minister Barbados made and of course in her statement, was it on Sunday, when she said, you know, talking to, you know, population wise. I mean, we're a small country, Gary, and I'm not sure, and I'm saying it in context still. I'm not sure per se that, you know, when this becomes legalized per se or decriminalized per se, what the actual benefit it would be for us, being a small country as we are. You understand? I'm not sure what it's going to be for us in terms of the actual benefits. You know, these countries where
if we have St. Vincent as any example, I mean, we don't have to search very far, all right? I mean, we are still largely a Christian society.
But we know the actual benefits. Do we actually know the actual benefit that is bringing to St. Vincent?
Science is there. The science is there to back the actual benefits. I
understand all of that.
Disadvantage is just how should I put it? It's just lack of information that we've been subjected to over the many decades.
Gary, I just have my own phobias about it. That's it.
That's steady.
Just my own phobias about it. I'm still looking for any major benefits it's bringing to St. Vincent. You know, when I get a bit of information, then I will think about what it's for.
$43.5 billion.
That is Canada, bro. That is Canada, bro. That is Canada. You understand?
You understand?
Different landmass, different population size. You know, the Caribbean is a different playground for this. So I just have my
all the steady.
I just have my own cares about it.
The same people who criminalize it, or the same people who now legalizing it and benefiting financially, while we sit down here and say, "Oh God, it all good." It's not even a hybrid, innit? If it was a hybrid, if it was some sort of thing man tampered with and created, I could have probably get the argument. But this is something that God created, it. You understand? I could understand that people abuse things and so forth and so on, but so is alcohol and a bunch of other stuff that is legal to use. You understand?
So I understand. You know, I'm totally understand where you're coming from.
Don't even get me started, because then I'll be.
I understand the passion you have for it, but I just have my own reservations about it. You understand? So that's another topic for us one of these days. You understand?
Yeah, man.
As we move on, it's K105 and Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada. Is G squared in the morning, and you know, there's so much that we could debate about that, Gary. As I said, let's you know, I was going to say something, but I think I'm going to hold it back.
Well, here we are to win the program. Let's take a sight and sound of Carriacou. Let's go into another sight and sound of Carriacou. So if Master Control's got that, yesterday, you know, it was more of a cultural display in terms of the Shakespeare and all these other things. All right, wasn't Juve and jumping up and getting on bad. So for those of you who have not really checked out the Shakespeare, however you would coin it, this video that we're about to show is going to give you an idea into that culture, all right, in Carriacou. That might be a bit distant to us.
All right, let's take a look at that.
That thing was humble now. We had the reputation of somebody in a
wielding sticks, as in a fence fight. And this is what's going on right now.
All right. I'll be looking at that, folks. Let's take a peek. Of course, the actual sound is on via GBN TV. So let's take a snub to the actual how it actually sounds per se. So we back, Gary.
Serious stick fence that going on there, not stone fence.
I once tried to find out the real. Have you ever really found out what is the real? What they're actually trying to portray there in Carriacou?
There is a history. Yeah. Maybe someone in Carriacou can elaborate a little bit more, but I'm ashamed to say I'm not educated enough to elaborate at length on it. But there is a history. And I think it goes back to slavery.
I have also never really found out what's the real reason for it, to put a Shakespeare mass on it, as they call it, and so forth. But it tells something pertaining to of course, slavery days and so forth, and when they were ruled by the master and so forth. You understand? That's my assumption of what is actually taking place. But it's interesting, and I wish we could get youngsters to follow up on that. I hope that tradition continues for a long time to come. You don't see a lot of participants in it per se. You understand? And sometimes it's the same individuals year after year doing it. And then I certainly hope it gets to how can I say it? They get to continue that particular tradition. So we're moving on. It's Good Morning Grenada. We're moving up to just around 15 minutes before we wrap the show up this morning.
Someone telling me reciting Shakespeare, and if you make a mistake, you get a whip.
Oh, really?
Plat up. So it's a game of recitals. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So they're actually reciting Shakespeare, and if you make a mistake in something, you get hit.
You get licks.
All right. I'm assuming that's the reason for that big headgear that they wear, and it falls back on the back, so you get that. And I realize that most of them.
The person messaging me says it's like a competition to see who remembers the most. So big up to the folks inside of Carriacou.
All right, man. All right.
Keeping the tradition.
No, I understand. So we're moving on. It's K105 Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada G Squared, and we're getting set for, of course, Gary. I see there was something on the program lineup this morning pertaining to an ISAW feature that actually took place on shown on GBN TV.
Interesting. Master Control. I think this one is an interesting one. But before as Master Control gets that ready, just a programming note. Wednesday night on GBN, look out for this program. It's called Great Grenadians. All right, and this feature would be on U.S. Marine veteran, author, marathon runner, economist, and public speaker. All right. That's going to be on Wednesday. Dunbar Campbell grew up in Grenada and is a former U.S. Marine. Hey, to be a Marine is like the upper echelons of military.
Yep.
You understand?
All right,
not anybody could be in a Marine.
Yep. So we started to hear his story.
Yeah, he would be on GBN Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Interesting Grenadians. The program is called, with Eugene Gittins. So y'all make sure you check it out. I'm excited about that.
All right. So take a listen up to that, folks, when our program comes up on a Wednesday night. So we're moving on, folks. Gary, we did have that ISAW feature. Hope Master Control have it queued up. We could take a peek at it and see what's up. Then we get set for a Tune for Tuna segment, and we get set to wrap the show up shortly.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what's up with that ISAW segment there, and we come back and chit-chat about it also. As soon as Mass Control have it all queued up for us. Let me say good morning to folks locked on. Let's take a peek at that. Gary, the feature is actually showing, but Not getting an audio feed from it as yet from the GBN TV side, but it actually shows that kids partaking in their own mini juve through the streets of Sutton.
You understand? I think they were influenced by Carriacou. I think they were influenced, and you see some other the elders there wearing their costume and thing too, costume, Monday costume.
Monday, yeah. Well, that actually took place. Was it Tuesday or Monday? Yesterday, or was it on Monday?
I think that took place yesterday.
Yesterday,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, I guess the youngsters. And that vibration right there, man, and it was all good. It was all good.
Trust me, it warmed my heart when I saw that. I was like, boy, I tell you, Carnival spirit is in the air, and all thanks to Carriacou, they have caused us to get bitten really bad by that Carnival bug.
All right, man. That was interesting there for you. So, we're moving on here, folks. It's K105 Hot 98. Those of you viewing via the GBN TV, I guess you're still getting that visual feed of it there. And look at the youngsters were really happy to participate. They were really happy to participate.
Mini Juve, man.
Mini Juve for them.
Yeah, and all aspects of Carnival is showcased there. Yeah. Pretty Mass, Juve, portrayal.
Lucky them.
Yeah, man.
Lucky them. That's nice. That's so nice. Hey, we're moving on, folks. Gary, get ready for our Tune for June segment.
Let's go.
We're moving up already 10 minutes ago before we wrap the show up this morning.
I'm ready to share some blues this morning.
As you feel you can.
I go in force. First I anxious. I go in force this morning.
Go this morning? Go right ahead. I have my tune locked down already. Go for it.
My tune comes from none other than, of course, Boise. And with, of course, coming up the heels of Carriacou Carnival, I have one thing to say. You understand? Just one thing to say.
Tell me.
Open up the gates to mass. Open up the gates to faith. Open up the gates to mass. Open up the gates to Juve. I need a faith. I'm tired still, I need a faith. I need a faith. I'm tired still, I need a faith.
Hey, GT, I will pull it down here now.
Yeah, pull it down.
That's all you guys need to know. I need a fit right now. I need a fit real bad.
Well, listen to this. Let me see how this captivated the audience. Listen to this. Listen to this. Morning. Blacker Dan.
Yeah, me know, you have your man. Okay, I don't have no girl, but I love your body. Only you are what? Oh man, you're sweet and sexy. Oh man, you really catch me. I could have you alone, but you could have both our way. Yeah, me now you could be my girlfriend, and you could have your man, and that is no problem. No problem. I'm telling you, you could be my only girl, and you could have your man, and that is no problem. That is no problem.
I don't think nothing more is needed.
Well, it's either you need a fit or you need a loyal side person.
Well,
so you decide here this morning.
Yeah. I think, well, I don't know what the folks are needing this morning. So I need no fit. I'm good.
So
and I don't need a... Anyway,
licks for you when you reach me. Don't call me name. I ain't coming and rescue you.
Well, anyway, it's all part of the fun of the morning. It's all part of the fun of the morning. So you listeners, you know there, which of the two you of course felt the most? Yeah, you need it. I don't know how I could put it out this morning. Those of you need a fet or that loyal side, whatever it is, whether it's male or female. You understand? So, see.
You all know the number, right?
You know the number, so you can chime in via. That's 435-2041 WhatsApp, or you could also send or make that phone call, per se, 435-2041. It's a great morning as usual, folks. We're just about 7 more minutes before we wrap the show up this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada. And I'm seeing someone chiming in via, of course, WhatsApp already, Gary. And they're feeling the Boise. They're feeling the Boise for some reason. They need a fit.
Hey, we need some calls on the inside, so call us on, of course, the number 435-2041. And let's hear from you this morning. We want some phone calls as well. We don't just want WhatsApp. We want some phone calls as well.
Let's get a phone call in. Good morning. How you doing, caller? You want loyal side.
Well, we know where that vote is going. GT boy, you've raised an ansness boy.
A loyal side, whatever. You understand? But I guess he's female, so she's gonna need a loyal side man. Anyway, so
Yeah, you're available, GT.
Well, I'm still seeing somebody saying number one for whatever reason.
That's mine, so that's 2-1 here,
yeah,
right? 2-1.
2-1 there for you. We have another phone call coming in. Good morning.
Morning, GT.
How you doing, my dear?
Tanti. Morning, Gary. Tell me the song. Who sing what it is the song this morning?
Which one of the two you're voting for?
I'm voting for GT.
You're voting for me. Thank you so much, my dear.
When you get back on the air with the thing, just give me the song. Somebody like you up there, okay?
All right.
There's a person like you, right?
All right.
You and me. I like that song. You must play this morning.
Okay.
Love you all.
Right.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the Grams Morgan.
Yep.
But hey, two apiece right now.
We do have another caller. We have another calling, and the calls are coming quickly. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay.
How you doing? Tell us.
GT.
You like this one I played? Sideman. Yes. All right, thanks so much. Gary, I knew it this morning.
I see where we're going with that.
I see
where we're going with that.
You know,
people needing a side chick more than a fit right now.
I'm seeing you have just gotten another one via, of course, Facebook. I have also got Sideman. Someone just back Sideman about 3 times. So I guess that's like 3 votes there for me, right?
No, one per person. Don't even try that, son. Don't even try.
So that's it this morning. I've seen another caller come in. Let's see what this caller feels this morning. Which one they're feeling. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. Boise.
Yeah, man. I need a fit.
I can bet that individual is from St. Patrick.
Oh my goodness me. All right, so this is where we are right about now. The time is against us this morning, GT, as always. It's been a pleasure. Time flies when you're having fun. You know that sort of thing.
I know. Hey, we get to the wrap. Thanks for those of you who participated, being part of the quiz. So those of you, of course, answered the riddle, and those of you who showed the love for the tune for tune. Thank you so much. Join us
again. Let me just quickly before you close off. Dean Thomas, thanks a lot. He says, Gary, given facts on marijuana, is highly informed on the whole issue. Reference the criminalization of marijuana, or I suppose decriminalization of marijuana, you may want to say here. But hey, thanks a lot, man. Very passionate about this issue. So anybody want to bring me on any platform to debate, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Well, good for you. Anyway, Gary, that's where we take a wrap for this morning. Join us again tomorrow morning for another edition of Good Morning Grenada G Squared here on GBN TV via also the network K105 and Hot 98 and all social media platforms. Thanks once again for joining us. Have yourself a good one, folks. We certainly will link with you tomorrow. Gary,
catch you guys over on Hot 98. That's where you'll find me. Until then, have a blessed day, folks.
All right. Hey, coming up at the top of the hour, don't forget we have for you BBC News just around 4 minutes or so from now. You could join us for BBC News. That's when we say goodbye to our viewers via GBN TV. Have yourself a great day, and we continue here on K105. Let me say goodbye once again for Good Morning Grenada.
Say hello
hello to Grenada's hidden gem, Mandela Court, a Grenadian-owned luxury boutique hotel tucked away in Lansipine. Our fully equipped suites are now complemented by an international standard restaurant and conference room. So whether you're having a formal business event, quaint garden wedding, or just a relaxed dinner for two, you can count on Mandela Court for that luxurious experience. Call today to book your viewing or reservation. We look forward to welcoming you.
At Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior